Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name's Rob. Thanks for coming in and checking out the 50 Plus KC gaming stream. Today we're going to be doing some more MLB The Show. They've got a new program that dropped yesterday, the Astros program. So, without any further ado, let's go in and check it out. See what they got. All right, 36 new marketplace transaction messages. A lot of stuff sold, I guess. Astros City Connect, new program with rewards to customize your Diamond Dynasty squad. So let's go on into Diamond Dynasty. Play programs. Let's see what the daily is first. I hit a homer with Longoria, so we'll get to that here in a moment. Other programs, you got the. Let's see if anything is updated on the April monthly rewards too. Nope, haven't got anything new dropped on that. So there's a Houston Astros Nike City Connect program. Moments play the stars from the Astros help shape the culture of Houston with or without the trash cans. Just wondering. All right, you got Space City, 2 hits. Houston finds her fit, get 4 total bases. 2 extra base hits, 2 hits for Dr. Smooth, 2 hits for Astros Finest, Craig Biggio, buzzer beater. Jose Altuve, yeah, buzzer beater. Yeah, there's no little dig there. All right, there's emissions. I need 500 with Michael Brantley, who you will get up here eventually. 250 XP with Astros, 500 XP with Astros, 1000 XP with Astros. So I want you to use Astros. Good to know. And then you can exchange, but I don't really like doing the exchanges. So, all right, let's jump into the moments. We'll start with when we got to get 2 hits. Yes, I'm sure I wish to enter. Not sure how well I'll do. I've been up for about 15 minutes, but I'm sure it'll be as joyously bad as ever. All right, give me just a second.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Leading up for the Astros, the second baseman, pitch.
And the first pitch is a ball. So, I usually do pretty decent on these moments. Usually doesn't take me more than a time or two.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Of course, I'm also halfway. So, yeah, that's the excuse I'm going with. Get up, baby, get up. Oh, nice catch. That's just. All right. Let's see how this game's going to go. And that's slapped into left, right to the left fielder. So. This brings up Alex Bregman. So those unis are pretty clean. There's a base hit, but I need extra base hits this one, I think. I just need 2 hits. No, just 2 hits, okay. If it's the next one, I need 2 extra base hits, so. Way out in front of the curveball. Yeah, I'm not awake yet. Noah Syndergaard, formerly known as Thor. And bye-bye baseball. There's my 2 hits. And there goes the choo-choo train. That is one of my favorite effects when you're playing as the Astros at their stadium. So 1 moment down. That's a good start to the day. our XP, which we don't really need, and always love getting the stubs. So, all right, so that got us 5, so we're halfway to that first pack. And, oh, these don't all get 5. That first one got 5, and then they get 4. Really? That's just annoying. All right, 4 total bases. So if I just hit a home run, that'll take care of that easily enough. In 2013, the Astros made the move from the NL Central to the AL West. But back around that time, there was talk about Kansas City going to the NL Central. So, chances are we'd still have the same type team, but I don't know if they would have had the World Series run if they'd have been in the NL. So, who knows? And Jose Altuve. Well, that's going to be at least 2. I might be able to get 3 off this. Push it, push it, push it. He's going to be out. No, he got in there safe. Woo! All right, so we just need him. All we need is 1 bag, Rodney. Yes, that's a takeoff of the old Miller Lite commercials back in the late 70s, early 80s. Yes, I'm old. I've told you this before. I'm old. Oh, and he got 4 all by himself. So we needed 4 total bases. We got 7. Just call me an overachiever. There goes that choo-choo again. All right, confirm exit. So we're almost to that pack. Because, God forbid, they have 5 points each one. So let me go through this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 25 points there. $10, $12, $15, $22, $29. So yeah. Didn't need to go all the way out. So you don't have to do the exchange at all, which is good. I like that it's just something extra that you can do if you're having problems with the other stuff, or if you've just got so many cards, you can just say screw it and get the extra points. New Jersey in the closet. Now that the Astros rainbow uni has always been one of my favorites. Like I've said this before, that and the Royals powder blue, the Cardinals powder blue, even the Twins powder blue, the Blue Jays powder blue back in the day. Another one's that Giants orange jersey. Now I told a story the other day. During 2014, I was like, I want to get me one of those orange Giants jerseys. Well, of course, the Royals played the Giants in the World Series that year, so that didn't happen. You know, maybe I could have got it if the Royals had won the World Series. You know, doggone that Madison Bumgarner, but you know, but definitely couldn't do it after they lost the World Series. So maybe one of these days I'll be able to get one. And the pitch to Tucker. So 1 out here in the first. James Caprillion on the mound for Oakland. And he's throwing crop. He's throwing crop, I tell you. Crop. That just means I have to be a crop duster. Thank you. I'm here all week. Well, not really. It's going to be a short week for us on the streaming side of things. Like I said on Twitter, if you haven't seen it, we had a death in the family, and the funeral is going to be on Friday, so there will be no stream this Friday. It's something we kind of knew was going to happen, you know. But I'm not going to go into any details about it. But it's just still, still hard to deal with. You know, it's a death in the family. It is what it is. You know, death is part of the circle of life, but it sucks when it happens. Alright, so we still need extra base hits. So let's get one here with Jordan, and hopefully we won't have to play around a whole lot with this one. And of course, nope. I swing at one that's on the corner and low. So like I said, it's early. I'm not quite wide awake yet. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully my pitching won't suffer because of it. Oh boy, that's going to be wide. Nice bunt by Pache. I will say I'm getting tired of the leadoff bunts. They are, and that's just offline. Never mind the online bunt dancing. Chop down there. Foul. Right. Really need to pay attention to Pache over there, though. Fouls off the fastball. One of these at bats, I see. 6 pitches already. Called strike 3. Suck it! So there's one out. You got a mighty big lead there, Christian. Let's push you back a little bit. Framber says, I'm looking at you. Called straight down at the knees with a curveball. Changeup misses outside, so. Got it. I didn't think he'd get there, but thought the throw was too high, but he got the tag down. So instead of a man on second with 1 out, there's nobody on with 2 outs. So let's go ahead and just put Murphy away and get back up to batting, shall we? Sounds like a plan to me. And of course he fouls off the curveball. The 1-2 payoff pitch. Well, it's not a payoff pitch, but it's a strike 3 foul, so we'll take it. And we'll see what we can do with Gurriel, McCormick, and Maldonado. I might be able to get an extra base hit with Gurriel. McCormick, I don't know too much about. Maldonado, the chances of that are low. So, 5, 6, 7 up. Of course, if I swing at everything crop, I'm probably not going to hit anything. So, that was a waste of an at-bat right there. 50 contact, 52 power. So, basically, pretty average. Pretty meh. Meh. As my buddy's daughter would say, meh. So I take a pitch that was probably one I could drive for a pitch that I lined right to the first baseman. Blink, blink, blink. This is how the day is going to go. All right, Maldonado. I'm just way early on everything right now and way too aggressive. So that could be a problem. Plug the gap, get over his head. See, no. Gonna have to do a little bit more pitching. And hopefully I don't screw up the pitching and have to restart the moment. I was hammered hard. Boy, that's not a good start to the... That was not a good pitch there. Sorry, I was having a seizure while I was throwing that ball. Fouled off the circle change. And here comes the 0-2 pitch from Valdez. Good Lord. Announce the name with authority. Enunciate to the back row. Swing and a miss, strike three. So Framber, 5th strikeout. And the pitch. Curveball misses inside, ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Fouled off the sinker, evens the count at 1-1. So, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. And like I said earlier, it hasn't been the best of weeks for me. Hope it's been a better week for y'all. Swinging some misses at a curveball. On much brighter news, the Royals have won a couple games. They won last night. Salvy went off with a couple homers. Dozier had a pretty good bomb himself. So Dozier looks like a much different batter this year than last year. Last year he just struggled so much. It was just, oh my goodness, it was just horrible. I felt so bad, because he was just struggling so much. And you hate to see especially right after signing that contract, it was just, oh. I think part of it was injuries, and part of it was trying to live up to what he thought the contract meant. I think. I have no idea. I have no inside knowledge of that, but it's just a supposition, some conjecture on my part. But I think that might have been part of it. And I think once he got hurt, and then he got caught behind the 8 ball, and then he was trying to work through that, and he was trying to work through all the pressure of the new contract. I think it just was a perfect storm of bad conditions for him. The 0-1 pitch. But I'm glad to see he's playing better this year and having a little more pep in his step, as it were. And here's the 0-2 delivery, and that was not what I meant to do. But we get away with it with a high sinker. Just what everybody likes to throw online, the high sinkers. At least last year. I haven't played a whole lot this year, but I think with the new par, I think it's kind of making those high off-speed pitches not quite as productive for people. So Goodrum steps in, right to the first baseman. Well, at least it was a decent swing, but just didn't get any lift on it. So, all right, Framber, help yourself out. Get an extra base hit. What do you say? And he swung through a high changeup. So, tis what it is. And there's a slider called strike. Yeah, called. He swung at it, you moron. The 0-2 delivery. Slapped hard the other way for a single, but not really going to help because we need extra bases. All right, Altuve, you're really going to have to plug the gap if you're going to get an extra base hit with him on base. Well, stink. All right, Tucker, put one in the stands, would you? We need at least one extra base hit. This is just getting ridiculous at this point. I told you. It's early and I'm old. Not a good combination. Fastball over the outside corner. Unless I golfed it into the boxes over there, I wasn't going to do much with that one. Oh, that was my pitch. That was my pitch right there. The 1-2 now. Come on, Tucker. And I can't keep it fair. Story of this moment. Missing good pitches and hitting bad ones foul. Foul. Fastball right down the middle. Really? Now, if this was in a regular game, I'm having a decent at bat here, but this is a moment. And the moment passed again. Still more pitching. And this is a hitting moment. I really wish on these hitting moments they would just bypass the pitching like it does have a little, don't give up. What is it? Don't give up 2 runs. So I get why I have to pitch, but I prefer the hitting only or the pitching only. I don't, pardon me. But that's just me. And it's also the fact that I'm kind of annoyed right now that I'm not hitting any extra bases. So, we take that for what it's worth. All right. Let's get back in here. See if we can't get these guys set down and get back up to try and get some extra base hits. We're getting a whole different inning of whole different game of moments here in one moment. All right. So this year on MLB The Show, I'm actually playing on a monitor instead of the TV like I usually have. And it has seemed to have helped a little bit. It's got a different response time. There's not so much of a lag between pushing the buttons and the response. So it has helped. I can tell the difference. But I still stink. But, that's just the way it is. I'm not expecting to be playing the same way as, 20, early 20s people are. And the 0-2 delivery just misses the bottom of the zone with a curveball. Here comes a 1-2 pitch to Pender. Really? You're not going to chase that? Okay, Chad. Fouls that one off, and we'll try a fastball here instead of the changeup. Fouls that one off. Yes, these at bats. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There we go. 8th strikeout, so pitching all right. Just can't get any extra base hits. And here comes the pitcher, James Kaprelian. I just don't want to give up a homer to the pitcher. That would be highly embarrassing. And the 1-2 delivery from Valdez. What did I just say? I almost gave up a homer to the pitcher. Almost gave up a homer to the pitcher. Oh, goodness gracious. That is just so sad. All right, pay attention now. At least there's 2 outs, so. Swings through a sinker. Strike 1. All right, I really need to stop farting around and get a couple extra base hits here in this inning as soon as I get him retired. Come on, say he went. And at the full count. Fouls it back. Hard one hopper to Goodrum over to first for the out, and the near homer doesn't come back to haunt us. So we got the 3-4-5 coming up. Maybe we can get 2 extra base hits and finish this moment off. It's lasted far too long. All right. Focus. And very early on the changeup. I really just need to stop playing, apparently. Nope. Yep. Don't ever want to have a swing that says good on the feedback. I think I've literally hit one home run when it says good on the feedback.
Fought off foul. To the right side.
And I don't have that many hits on good either, so.
Fires over to first. To get the out.
All right.
Well, he's doing a nice job of
Should we just flip the coin and restart this?
defense work behind him with another ground ball.
I'm thinking so.
Execution.
This is getting kind of silly.
Gurriel.
Hey, took a fastball up.
Stands in now.
And we're not making him work either. That's part of the problem.
Next offering upstairs.
That was one I probably could have mushed out, but
When you're facing a
the way I'm swinging, I probably wouldn't have.
okay with getting deep in the count, even following this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a real
Oh, well, they're going to give us a second chance here.
And here is Chas McCormick.
For Chas McCormick. Chaz. What is this, back to school?
In the air out towards right center.
Ow, ow. I've been having really bad cramps all week. It might be menstrual. Screw you, Mullen! If you've never seen that movie, that Rodney Dangerfield movie, check it out.
Ready now for the fifth.
It's got a very young Robert Downey Jr. in it. It has some very amusing scenes.
Ball one, no strikes.
I'm worried about Lou. He might lose his trigger finger. Man, those guys are tough. No, they're not tough. Our high school football team, after they sacked the quarterback, they went after your family.
Kicks and fires. Swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, Philip.
In the center, McCormick.
What does every man want? They want you to dress up like Wonder Woman, tie him up with a golden lasso, and force him to tell the truth? Oh, Philip.
produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
You know, I've been having trouble with this class. You know, I need a tutor. How about, could you tutor me tomorrow? No, I have class. How about the next night? No, I have class then too. How about you come out? How about you come out with me sometime when you have no class?
Murphy swings through one there. Oh, and 2 as he waves it that way.
Hey, here's a pen for you. Hey, here's a pen for you. Hey, you're tall and fat. Yeah, well, you're short and ugly. Give me the pen back. And the pitch. Fouls it back. So like I said, the Royals won last night. They beat the Twins 4-3. It was, they finally looked like a real major league team last night.
Good miss.
You know, of course, if you have to hit, when you're hitting 3 homers, you should look like a major league team.
And now the lefty.
The pitching was solid.
And a foul ball left side.
You know, if they can get the young pitchers, you know, you take out the Kowar and Singer debacle, you know, the rest of the bullpen's got a 2.53 ERA. So, you know, they're doing all right as far as the bullpen goes. And you take out, you know, just some of the god-awful starts that the Royals starters have had. It's like, I know it's early, it's been a week, but, you know, when it's a week into the season, you know, now it's about a week and a half, almost 2, but when you're 1 week into the season and you've already got a 5-game losing streak, you know, they've broken that now, but that's just silly. You know, over the last, 15 years or whatever, I was reading this, the Royals have had a 6-game losing streak within the first 2 months every season except for 2. You know which 2 seasons? 2014, 2015, the years they went to the World Series. So pretty much you can pretty much state with the Royals, if they have a 6-game losing streak, they're not going to the playoffs. No. That is completely subjective and completely non-objective or non-evidentiary base, because you can make anything up with, well, they had the best batting average with 2 outs in August against left-handers. You can make up any freaking stat you want, basically, if you look hard enough. But that's just kind of, popped him up. But just kind of apropos of the Royals, they generally have not been a good team from about the time of Ewan Kaufman's death back in the 90s to now. They basically had, a handful of winning seasons. The rest of it, it's been loss after loss after loss after loss. When they first came into existence, they were in the freaking playoffs within a decade. What was it? They came into existence in '69. They were in the playoffs in '76. So it was 7 years. Not too shabby, if I say so myself. And we still need to get two extra base hits. Maybe at some point this moment. I am not impressing anyone with my gameplay, nor my commentary, I'm sure. But it is what it is. So thanks for coming in, checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. My name's Rob. This is a 50+ KC gaming stream. Generally play MLB The Show. As the year goes on, I'll probably grab some other games to play. Probably NBA, maybe. I might try NHL again this year. If there's any shoot-'em-up games that grab my interest, I might try some of those. I did used to play Destiny. I don't any longer. It's kind of lost my interest. At least for playing it. And there's one out in the gap. We might actually have I'm going to push it just to see. He's probably going to get thrown out. Yep. If it was anybody but Maldonado, that would have been a double. So, Goodrum. I am just not amused. Not amused at this point. As soon as I saw the 3 on the base paths, I'm like, all right, I know who this is, and I know he's probably going to get thrown out, but I had to try it. Valdez gets the first extra base hit of the game. The pitcher gets the first extra base hit of the game. That's just tells you how bad I'm playing right now. Oh, and then, of course, we could have ended it if Maldonado had any freaking speed. But that's all right. We got one. We got one. That's all we can do. Just keep battling. Just keep battling. And just stop playing poorly. That'd be a nice change too, huh? And the first pitch from Valdez, who's all dirtied up now after sliding headfirst in the second. So he's looking like a real baseball player out there. Third all down the front of his uniform. Yes, I know. It's not like they're kickers in football, but oh, I'm going to catch some crap from that. I was hitting, relax. Next pitch. This is up and in with a curveball. Here comes a 2-2 delivery to Kemp. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So there's a good shot of Valdez in his dirtied up uniform, the Nike City Connect Space City uniform. I'm really wanting to see the Royals uniforms. They leaked out the hats yesterday, and I'm not real impressed with the hats. It looks like something a Kansas City public worker would wear, but, be that as it may. We'll have to wait and see what happens with the unis. I have a feeling it's going to be similar on the jerseys, and I'm just going to be like, ugh. And of course, now next year, San Diego's got to deal with Motorola to have their logo on the jersey sleeve. So I'm just like, Here we go. Here we go with you've got ads all over the stadium. Might as well have ads all over the uniforms now. Pardon me. Pretty soon they're going to look like NASCAR drivers. You know who needs ads on their suits is politicians, so you can see who they're actually being, controlled by. Because they don't give a damn about their constituents. Not a one of them. But I'm not going to get into politics because all that does is piss me off. So. And here is the 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike two. Kevin Smith? No, not that Kevin Smith. Jay and Silent Bob? Strike three. There we go. All right. One more extra base hit. 2, 3, 4. Surely we can get an extra base hit here. Maybe, maybe not. Stop calling me Shirley. Tucker steps in. I homered with him in that second moment, so another homer here would be nice. Ask and ye shall receive. Boom, and that ends the moment finally. There we go. Took me long enough to do this one, but yay! There goes the chugga-chugga-choo-choo. Only took me into the 6th inning to get 2 extra base hits. Making me work for it there, but I got that packed. So, I'm going to jump out real quick. Go ahead and open that. See if there's anything in it. Of course not. Cabert Ruiz, Brandon Workman, Chris Chinea, Philip Pfeiffer. How very alliterative of you. And Wagon Man Stadium. I'm just going to go ahead and quick sell that. Yes. Alright. Well, over here, we'll go in here. But I've got the American League Central and National League Central both completed. I finished the A's also, along with the Orioles and the free agents. So I do have Prince Fielder and Grady Sizemore for completing both the NL and AL Central. Let's see here, and I do have everybody on Boston, so I can go ahead and collect them and get Euclid. Alright, not going to add him to the lineup just yet. Let's see here. Yeah, still working on the Yankees. Still working on the Rays. I've actually got 30 in there right now, so we'll go ahead and do that and get the 400 stubs. Alright. And the Blue Jays. Already collected 30, and that's to get Hinkie. So, alright.
I had a morning live victory hand, medium dark skin tone.
Alright, so let's go back into the programs, other programs, go back into the moments. Alright, this one we got to get 2 hits with Brantley, so we'll get there eventually. So, 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, do you know where your children are? I certainly don't, because we don't have any children, so, well, I've got fur babies, got a couple fur babies. They're in the front room snoozing at the moment. And here comes the rain. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but here comes the rain. Just what we need. It's supposed to be raining all week here, so that's lovely. Brantley steps in. Just past the outstretched glove of the first baseman for a base hit into right. So there's one at bat, 1 hit. Certainly doing better than the last moment. Of course, I say that now I won't get a hit the rest of the game, so. But, famous last words. John Gray's pitch. Brantley is just a hitting machine. I just love that swing. And it's just ridiculous. He is so smooth. He has got one of the prettier left-handed swings. Of course, it could just be that I actually got through that moment without having to go, ah! All right, so we're up to 17 points now. All right, 2 hits with Biggio is next. Yep. All right, 2 hits with Craig Biggio. You know you've been watching baseball for a long time when you've seen both the father and the son play baseball. I know you're out there, people. You know what I'm talking about. You know, generation before me saw Junior, Ken Griffey Jr., and Ken Griffey Sr. Now I'm seeing it with, and well, for that matter, Bobby and Barry Bonds. You know, just off the top of my head, but we're seeing it now with Biggio and Bichette. And, you know, I'm sure there's others that I'm just blanking on at the moment, but and I twitched, and that was a swing and a ball up over my eyeballs. Oh, he's trying to drill him. Drill him! Next pitch, sir. What was that?
I'm too young, I only seen the Suns roll.
Nice. That's cool, Jay. Thanks for coming in and checking it out. I appreciate it. Oh, get out there. Plug that gap. Plug that gap. There we go. Off the wall. That's good. And pull in at second with a double. Didn't even need an extra base hit and got one there. Yeah, I know. I'm an old man, so, you know. It is what it is. You know, George Brett was my favorite growing up, so, you know, it's funny because him and Pete Rose kind of played kind of similarly, but I always thought Rose was more of a hot dog. You know, always running down the first on walks and stuff like that. I just thought that was a phony hustle. But, you know, he did play hard, but I think some of it was just for show. And then we won't even get into the whole, you know, the whole bit with the gambling on games when he was a manager. So, but it is what it is. I'm of the opinion they should let him in after he passes. He beat it, but it's a fielder's choice, so just need one more stinking hit. Come on, Craig. You know you can do this. So, but one thing I like doing, well, at least I did before all this COVID nonsense, was trying to go to different parks. Now, granted, I haven't been to a whole lot, but I've been to several that are no longer around. So, you know, like Shea Stadium, Old Bush, Arlington Stadium down in Texas. Now I think they're getting ready to get rid of Globe Field or whatever it's called now and get another one. It's like, well, we've been to Atlanta, Fulton County, and they moved to Turner Field. Now they're already in another one. So it's just like, you know, stadiums like Kauffman just aren't around anymore. You know, you've got, what is it? Wrigley, Fenway, Chavez Ravine, and Kauffman Stadium, I think, are the oldest stadiums in baseball, if I'm not mistaken. So, all right, we're going to restart. So I can only get one hit. You know how that goes. But it's a moment, and I'm having a senior moment, so it's all good. Oh, but we haven't been. We had partial season tickets to the Royals for several years until right after they won the World Series. I think we had them for the 2016 season, and then we stopped because they tried to move us from our seats to more expensive seats, and it's like, no, that's not what we want. And anyway, my mom, you know, she was she was handicapped and she had her little scooter and she couldn't be moving to those seats. So we're just like, no, we're done. We'll just get individual game tickets and do it that way. I was just floored by the fact that they would do that. Now, don't get me wrong. I've always loved going out to ball games. I remember growing up, I'd be like, if I could have season tickets to a ball team, I would be out there. And now, once I'm older, I'm just like, yeah, I realize how much of a hassle it is to go to the games. It's good to go every once in a while, but I do not want to go out there 81 times a year. Even the 20 times we went out there, it was just sometimes got more than a pain in the backside. But it is what it is. Oh, popped it up the center. Like I said, I think these uniforms are pretty sharp. I'm not... In some respects, they kind of look like pajamas to me, but, that is what it is. I can't say anything. The uniforms for my Diamond Dynasty team, the home uni kind of looks like pajamas too, so it is what it is. Just misses with a slider. But, oh, come on. There we go. Get over his head. Get off the wall. No, you're not supposed to catch it. You're supposed to miss it. And we're going to be doing this moment again. Restart. Like I said, I'm a horrible player. So, Astros finest. All right, we're going to get it this time. We're going to get it. Either that or I'm lying to myself again. So, which is a possibility. I need to be more selective. That's a good start. Not swinging one over my head. So that's a good start. A 1-0. And like I said, you do not ever want to see a good swing feedback because you very rarely get a hit, at least in my experience. Somebody else, they may have a different experience, but it seems like every time I have a good feedback result, it's not a hit. Well, not every time, because I said earlier I did have one homer on that. I think I've had maybe one or two other hits on good, but besides it. So it's just kind of annoying at this point for me. I'm just like, really? So, but, fastball down low. Hey, took 2 pitches. Now, give me something to drive. That's what I'm looking for, Robbie. Give me something to drive. Just want to put it in the gap somewhere and run. Or put it in the Crawford boxes. That'll work too. All right, there's one hit. Get that choo-choo train going, baby. Choo-choo. All right, one more hit. All you need is one hit, Rodney. Oh, late on a curveball. That was my pitch to smack right there, and I was late. Plug the gap. There we go. That's going to get over his head. There we go. That finished the moment. All right. Sometimes it takes me a little while, but I finally get it done. Yes, indeed. There we go. All right. So we get the universal profile icon. So, all right. So that's 20. I think it was. Now we got to hit the homer with Altuve. I do like this. I do like this little description here. Buzzer beater. That's not a little dig at the Astros at all. It'd be funny if they actually had the trash can noises. Everybody's kind of like, why do you hate on the Astros? That was several years ago. Well, fuck them. That's why. Pardon my language, but you're gonna do something that blatant of cheating. You deserve all the disrespect you get. I'm sorry. It's one thing to steal signs. That's kind of been going on in baseball for eons, but not to the level that they did it. You try and figure out what they're throwing. You watch watch their body movements. You watch the signs from the pitcher to the catcher. If you can figure that out, it's just because they weren't being careful enough. Now, it's another thing to have somebody up in the stands with the freaking binoculars and trash cans and buzzers and all that nonsense. That's just a completely different level of cheating. And the fact that they would not punish the Astros, basically, was just ridiculous. Well, of course, then you've got Rob Manfred, who called the World Series trophy a piece of metal. So, you've got a baseball commissioner that, by all accounts, doesn't like the game. It's like, why are you here? If you really don't like the game, the only thing you're doing is being the owner's puppet. Get the F out, as far as I'm concerned. It's like that meme. They showed a picture of Manfred smiling when announcing the cancellation of games and frowning when he announced that the lockout was over. So, All right, Jose Altuve. All we got to do is get a high fastball from Chapman and ride it into the Crawford boxes. Hey, look. It's a good timing swing. Horrible output. Are you checking me out, SDS? This shouldn't be happening. No, I know that's on me because I was under it. But it's just so strange how when you have a good swing feedback and it seems like you're always hitting an out. It's just kind of aggravating after a while. So I just need to be just early or just late. That was a high fastball from Aroldis. Swinging at high fastballs again. But I'm looking for something to drive, and high fastballs are pretty good to drive, so. That's not a homer. Well, poop. Trying to hit home runs, for me, is difficult. It just is. Home runs are almost an accident for me. It doesn't matter who I'm using. Eventually I'll get it, and the moment will be over. But when I'm trying to hit a home run, it seems like I just mess myself up. So see, as soon as I stop trying to do it, boom, into the Crawford boxes it goes. So there we go. There's that choo-choo again. Like I said, that's my favorite part of the Astros part. You do something when you're playing as the Astros and that choo-choo goes off. It's just hilarious to me. Alright, so 25 earned. So what do we need to do now? We need to put Brantley in there. Alright. Well, we don't have Brantley yet, so we need to put some Astros players in the lineup and go play some mini seasons, I think. Alright. Now let's see here. Do I have any Astros is a more pertinent subject. Do have Jason Castro. So, alright, we'll put you in at catcher. Not putting Taylor Jones in. No. Could put Jeremy Pena in for Wander. No. Could put Pedro Leon in for Acuna. And we'll put Kyle Tucker in right. So that should help with that. And I'm not even going to bother changing the lineup. Well, I'll move Castro down, but. And we'll move Chisholm up here. I lied. I'm changing the lineup. All right. have any Astros pitchers worth a darn? Lance McCullers. We'll put him in for Weaver. And for, we'll put Presley back in. So we've got a couple pitchers and we got 4 or 5 batters. So let's go see what happens in the mini seasons. As you can see, I'm 21-3 in mini seasons. So, and those were actual legit losses. So I've been playing all these games on All-Star. Well, at least up till I got 20 wins. And then I'm just back to fiddle farting around on rookie level. Alright, Lance, we're going to start you. And there's my lineup. Henderson, Chisholm. Well, no, Pena, you're not hitting third. There we go. We'll do it that way. I have been impressed with mini seasons mode, though. Other than the small little issue of, there's a couple little issues with mini seasons. You get a win and it counts as a loss. That was rather aggravating. And sometimes you'll see on the lineups it won't be the actual lineups. It'll have multiples of one player in a lineup for the opposing team, even though it's not. So that's a minor little visual glitch. But the one where you were getting a loss when you actually won was rather frustrating. But be that as it may, we'll see what happens here against Jesus Luzardo. Check swing, call, ball 1. I was wondering if they were going to call it a strike or not. I mean, how is it 48-52 when the game hasn't even started on the win expectancy? And we are 21-3. We're the top team in this conference. That's just, it should be no worse than 50-50. If anything, we should have a win expectancy, considering we're 21-3, but, you know, I don't know the math, I guess. That's slapped in the right center field, base hit, and the leadoff man is on for the Knights here. And another little thing that I'm kind of annoyed by, sometimes the logo shows up on the uniforms and sometimes it doesn't. That's kind of annoying. Because it shows up if you use the regular uniforms. Nope. Slap back up the middle. Are we going to run with Ricky? No, we'll hold him at second. So the first 2 are on here in the top half of the inning. So now we're up to 73%. We haven't even scored a run. That's slapped into center. That's going to score Ricky, and that's going to take the other runner to third. So just like that, 1-0 Knights here in the first. That's what you want to see when you're playing in mini seasons. First pitch from Luzardo. Hammered hard into right. RBI single. And just like that, it's 2-0 for the Knights. Nolan Arenado steps in, looking to add to the Knights' lead here. Still nobody out here in the first. Fastball just misses inside, ball 1. How about that? We took a pitch. Oh, that's going to be 2. 6, 4, 3. And the runner moves over to third, but there's 2 outs now for Jeremy Pena. That was not a good at bat for Arenado. I've been kind of scuffling with him a little bit. This is going to be Pena's first at bat in the lineup. Single back up the middle. Is it drop? No! Nice diving grab to rob Pena of a hit and an RBI. But we pushed 2 across in the first. It's going to be Young, Hazley, and Taylor do it for Tokyo. I'm seeing entirely too many of those diving plays. And not usually by me. It's usually by the computer. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, I could go in and change the settings and all that, but I kind of leave the sliders pretty much at default. You know, I'll change the difficulty level, but I pretty much leave the sliders alone. I don't mess with them anymore. And swings at a pitch out of the zone. It's 1-2. McCullers on the mound for the Knights today. Just added to the squad. Trying to take advantage of that Astros XP mission. So, Here comes the 1-2 delivery. Just outside. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't chase. That's just how it is. Wasn't anywhere close either, so it's not, you're probably not going to make him chase if it's not at least somewhat close. Fouls it off down the third baseline. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 delivery from McCullers. Swings through a sinker, strike three, and there's one out here in the first. All right. Let's start off with a circle change, see if we can't get him to pound it into the dirt. Nope. I threw it into the dirt, so. Adam Hazley. I'm not even sure who he actually plays for. The A's, maybe? Philly? Philly, I think. All right, guess I'm not going to find out that way. I'm not going to waste more time looking at it. The 2-0 pitch. Check swing, called, strike on the slider at the knees. 2-1 now. Oh, that's not. Well, we'll do it anyway. What's the worst that could happen? He hits a homer. Swings through a circle change way outside. Thanks for swinging at that. Much appreciated. That was a horrible pitch. And the 2-2 offering is on its way. Called strike three over the outside corner with a slider, and there's 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first. Chris Taylor stepping in for the Tokyo Kaiju. Hitting 300 for the season. Let's see here. What's been going on lately? Baseball. We had I guess the NFL draft is coming up in about a week and a half. We'll see what happens with the Chiefs and the Bucks. Chiefs right now got, good Lord, 12 picks. 6 in the first 62, I think. I don't think they'll actually use all those. I think they're going to move up or move down or something. I don't think they're going to use all those six picks. They've got several holes to fill, especially after trading Tyreek to the Dolphins. So we'll see what happens. But, some people are kind of annoyed or worried. I'm just like, they've got a Super Bowl under their belts. I can let them do what they're going to do. I'm not going to stress too much about it. Of course, I say that now. It's not when games are going on. So it's the same way with the Bucks. I can be calm, cool, collected when the games aren't going on. And here comes the first reliever for the Kaiju, Jarlin Garcia. Real life, he's with the Giants, and he's playing down to a 66. So inside edge is not being kind to Mr. Garcia today. So hopefully that'll help us as Pedro Leon steps in. All right, we'll get the bullpen up. We'll get Presley up. And we'll probably stick with him for the end of the game. Fastball in the dirt. Ball 1. So let's see if we can't get something started against this reliever. That's hammered out to left, and it's off the scoreboard. Going to be a double as he slides in head first. Leadoff double. And Jason Castro steps in. Leon takes his lead off second. The pitch to Castro. Oh, a nice diving knockdown by the first baseman. They've got plenty of time to get the catcher Castro, but the runner moves up to third, and that's going to bring up a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Lance McCullers. So, we got lefty in there. All right, Mikey, we haven't used you in a while. Let's see what you can do. Pretty good stats there for Mikey. They've got the infield pulled in. Ooh, boy. Check swing, called ball 1. How about that? I didn't swing at that circle change outside. That's a good take, good eye. Swings and fouls off a slider. Chopped it way out in front. Look at that. My goodness. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Circle change just early. Again, out in front of them. Here comes a 1-2 delivery from Garcia. And that is mashed out to left, and that ball is out of here. A 2-run blast for Trout, and it doubles the lead 4-0. You gotta love it. Trout pinch hit homer. Extends that lead from 2 to 4. And say hello to my little baseball friend. And Ricky Henderson steps up now. Score 4-0 here, top of the second, 1 out. Fly ball out to left center. Left fielder's on his horse, and he makes a basket catch out in medium deep left center. So 2 outs now for Jazz Chisholm, who singled and scored his first time up. Leading the team with 27 homers in this Diamond Dynasty iteration. Like I said, his is Jazz Chisholm's swing is a pretty left-handed swing. Him and Michael Brantley in this game. Them and who is it? Griffey Jr. And I always thought George Brett's left-handed swing was pretty cool. Was pretty awesome, but in this game it just doesn't seem to. And that's going to bring in Ryan Presley. See, I'm just annoyed it doesn't have the logo on the jersey, on the hats, on the jackets, not on the scoreboard. It'll just randomly not show up. Or randomly, maybe it just randomly shows up. I don't know at this point because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. All right, we're going to skip the warm-up. Ryan McBroom, the former Royal. I'm not sure where he's at now. And they got him from the Yankees, I believe. But he's no longer in the organization, I don't believe. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Fouls off the fastball. Count remains 0-2. Swings through a third, strike 3. So there's 1 away here in the second. Good start for Presley. Chris Davis steps in. First pitch to the slugger. Called strike at the belt. Ball. Called strike at the belt. Ball 1. Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. Called strike at the belt. 0-1 to count. Slider misses outside. Even to count at 1-1 to Davis. He was one of the cards I used early on. Of course, he was one of the flashbacks that you had to use, to get their stats done, which is fine. I like that. I like that particular thing with Diamond Dynasty. It makes you use different cards, and that's always a good thing to do. Because sometimes you'll find a card that you wouldn't think you'd be very good with, and you're really good with that card. So, it just is what it is. So there's 2 outs. First pitch to Killebrew, called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch to the killer. Did you know Harmon Killebrew finished his career with the Royals? Like 1973, if I'm remembering correctly. Called strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the third. It's all night, 4-0. Fielder, Tucker, and Arenado due up for Kansas City. So my name's Rob. Thanks for coming in and checking out the stream. This is my 50-plus KC Gaming channel on YouTube. So if you like, give it a follow, give it a like. That'd be cool. If not, that's cool too. We're just kicking here, having some fun, playing some baseball, and just enjoying the game. Prince Fielder steps in to face Edwin Diaz, the third pitcher of the day for Tokyo. Oh, he got under that one. Look at that. Good swing timing. That's going to be a running joke for me now. Oh, I had good swing timing, but I made it out. That's all right. That one I was a little bit under it. That's fine. There's a streamer I was watching some highlights the other day, Mills on Twitch, and he had no PCI at all. I've been thinking about trying that just to see how it do. I don't know how successful I'd be, but I think it'd be interesting to try it at least once. Maybe not in a mini-season game, but maybe just play a CPU game and try it there and see what happens. I'll probably do it offline. I'm not going to do it online. I embarrass myself too much as it is with a PCI. So, you know. All right, Kyle Tucker, if that is your real name. See, good swing timing. But, you know, that one wasn't anywhere close on the PCI, so. The ones that are really annoying is when it's good timing and you've got your PCI right on it. Those are the ones that are really annoying. So I just need to work on my PCI placement. Hey, a good hit. Good swing timing hit. A rarity. Back up the middle off Diaz, so it's a 2-out single. That brings up Jeremy Pena, the Astros shortstop. He's in a tough position now, playing shortstop for the Astros. He's taking Carlos Correa's spot. Well, not so much taking a spot as being shoved into his position as a replacement since he left for the Twins this offseason. Scott Barlow. He is probably one of the most underrated relievers in Major League Baseball. Trust me on that. Check out his stats. Or I could be completely lying. I don't know. It just sounded good to say because he's a Royal. Here comes the 0-1 delivery from Barlow. To Pedro Leon, who singled his last time up. The 1-1 delivery from the Royals reliever. Another good feedback. Look at that, a good feedback. Another good feedback that just was like, all right. Trey Mancini steps in, so we'll see if Presley can't finish this one off. We're going to get somebody up in the bullpen just in case he does get tired. We'll get Devin Williams up. We don't use him a whole lot considering he's not kind of got the flashbacks and stuff going on in the bullpen. So first pitch to Mancini, slider in the dirt, ball one. Well, let's continue that trend with the slider. Slider at the knees, right down the middle, and he fouls it off. I'm lucky he didn't park that one in the second deck somewhere. It was right down the middle. 1-1. Fouls off the fastball, and it's 1-2. I was really happy to see him come back and play so well last year after his cancer diagnosis. That was highly impressive. There's good guys in baseball. He's definitely one of them. He is definitely one of them. Back up the middle, Presley can't get it, and Chisholm dives weakly. So a leadoff single for Terry Mancini, which brings up Chadwick Trump. Now that is a baseball name, let me tell you. Chadwick Trump. Swings at a fastball, strike one. Almost called strike one. No, it was a swinging strike. Swings at a slurve. 0-2 now to the 8th place hitter, the Tokyo Kaiju. And the 0-2 offering. Swings at a slider, strike three, and there's one away. An inning and a third, and he's got 4 strikeouts. So, they're not picking up the ball real well against Presley. See if we can't get a double play here. Just kind of end it. Well, there's a slider taken for a called strike. The 0-1 delivery. Fouls off the fastball, and it's 0-2 to Connor Wong. Pinch hitting for the Knights. Or for the Knights. Pinch hitting for Tokyo. Tune in, Tokyo. Tune in, Tokyo. The 0-2. Fouls off a slurve. Count remains 0-2. This might be his first actual at bat for Tokyo. Oh, just past a diving Chisholm. Oh, and Tucker misplayed it. That was not good baseball there. So now we got runners at second and third with 1 out for Michael Young. He should have been at first and second, but I played an absolutely horrible line to the ball with Tucker. So first pitch called strike over the inside corner, and that's going to be it for Presley as he's out of energy. We'll bring Devin Williams in, see if he can't close out the game, hopefully. And we'll start with a fastball. Swings through the fastball, strike 2. 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Swing at a cutter, strike 3, and 2 outs here in the third. Adam Hazley, the last chance for the Tokyo Kaiju here. Runners in scoring position at second and third. 2 outs. Williams gets the sign from Castro, and the first pitch is on its way. Circle change called, strike at the knees. I think I locked him up there. He just kind of twitched with that bat. Yeet. Here comes the 0-1 delivery from Williams. Swings through a cutter, and it's 0-2. Tokyo's down to its final strike here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is the ball game as the Knights grab their 22nd win in this mini-season. A 4-0 shutout of Tokyo. And just like that, we're one step closer to finishing this mini-season and getting more stubs and more XP, which the XP is really not going to help right now, but considering the face of the franchise program has been finished. And there's Prince. And some highlights with the double play that Arenado hit in. Why are we showing that? I get why we're showing the diving play. And Mike Trout's massive blast. And here's the final out of the ball game. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Kansas City. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Tokyo. So, we get the win. Trout was a player of the game with a 2-run homer. Okay. We'll confirm that exit. So 7th save for Devin Williams. See, now the logo shows up. Prince Fielder upgraded his parallel, so he's up to parallel 1. All right. What mission did we finish? Oh, we finished the 250 with the Astros. We actually got 288, so we're making good progress on the Astros program. So that's good. All right, so go into the program real quick. So that only gave us 2. This next one will give us 3. Then we'll be able to put Brantley in there and we'll work on him too. So, all right. All right. Where am I going? I'm going to open those packs. Open those packs. Got a 5-pack. Oh, we got a diamond there. That's probably going to be my only diamond in this little thing, so I'm going to have to check out that bat a little later. Warmoth, Edwards, Freeman, and Brett Phillips. Oh, we get a gold, so might be somebody good. It's Jorge Polanco, which we've already got, so have to remember to sell him later. That'll help with my stubs, though. That's fine. Nothing there. Betances, Ramos, Barr, Lawrence, and a sponsorship, which will get sold shortly. 2 packs to go on this. Stanek, Bart, Trevor Williams, Stephen Ridings, and Icon. Last pack of this little bunch. Anybody good? Nope. Although I have used his card a couple times on ranked seasons. Not this year, I think it was last year, but maybe it was one of the events. I think it was the events. I used his card, and I really liked it, so we'll see how. I might actually put him in the lineup here one of these days. So, but that's how that looks. So let's go back in here and just check out what was the daily moment. Hit a home run with Longoria. So we're going to pop in here and do this. I just like to keep ahead of those, and I'm not getting any XP anyway, no matter what I'm doing right now, because I've already hit the 600K for the Face of the Franchise program. So we'll see how long it takes for me to hit a home run with Longoria here. It could take me a week worth of at bats, or it could take me the very first one. We'll see. All right, Jordan Montgomery, give me something to drive. Gave me something to drive. I put it in the gap, but didn't get any lift on it. Man, Longoria keeps running. There's no sense in just sliding into second on that. They'll just keep running and hope something goes screwy. All right, well, at least we get a whole game to get the homer. And I'm hitting the ball well. I'm just not getting any lift or carry on it. So if I was trying to get total bases, this would be fine. But I just need to hit a homer. Here comes the pitch. Oh, that was a horrible swing, way out in front. Had a horrible placement of the PCI. One of those swings where you're like, no, don't do it. He keeps throwing these curveballs in there, and I look at that. Good timing. I know it's confirmation bias at this point, but all right. 6th inning, up 5-0 on the Yankees. That's always a good thing. Let's see what Michael King can give me something to pitch. Something to pitch, something to drive. A pitch to drive. Easy for me to say. All right. Throw me something high. There we go. Boom, boom. Perfect for Longo. And that takes care of that daily moment. So it only took me one solo opportunity. So, how about that? And we get 2 stubs. All that. Don't spend those 2 stubs in one place, let me tell you. All right, and as you can see, I'm completely through the Faces of the Franchise program. The big dog pack, I got a gold player out of it. Would have been nice to get a diamond, but let's see, all the gameplay missions are pretty much done except for the breakout series hitters. So, and I just need to do that in mini seasons, I think. All right, back to single player mode. We'll go back to mini seasons, and we're going to play the Kaiju again, who are struggling to stay above the line to go to the playoffs. We got 3 games left in the regular season, so we got the Kaiju, and then we got a couple of games against the Whales, who are the stacked team of the bunch. Let's see the goals. See, I do like how it's repeatable. You can get 10,000 stubs and 5,000 XP on the mini seasons championship. I like all these repeatable ones. The World is Watching, semifinals, 2,000 stubs, icons, and XP. Playoff bound, the prospect choice pack, stubs, XP. I would think these would all be repeatable, even though they don't say it, but it might not be. But, you can see the ones that you get that have gotten finished in this. And the mystery mission, commit 3 errors. That was a nice little mystery mission to have to do. Yeah, let's commit 3 errors in a game. Yeah, that's what everybody wants to do. Let's make things annoying as possible. All right, so let's play the Kaiju. Let's go ahead and pop it down on rookie. And we're going to start with Emerson Hancock. So it's going to have to be the bats that carry the day for the Astros here. But see, you can see how Michael Young down here on this lineup is showing multiple times. So that is
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to
not the best, but
time him down to first.
it's just a visual glitch. It's not a big thing.
It's Kansas
And hey, look there, my logo's actually showing.
back.
Last game it didn't. This game it does. That's one of those things. It's just like under consistency, redundant.
So just the
Yes, that makes no sense. That's my point. Exactly.
for the night. Ricky, the line to kick the pitch. That was how this game gets
Ball one. And let's see what we can do here with Ricky.
slapped foul.
Circle change, mashed foul very early. Even to count at 1-1. Oh, Cliff Lee on the mound. Slapped hard to the second baseman for a line out. 1 up, 1 down for the Knights, and that brings up Jazz Chisholm
Great speed and great power.
with his 27 homers and 48 RBIs. So there's usually not many people on.
First offering is fouled off.
Because a lot of times with Ricky batting first, and I have Chisholm batting second.
0-2 as he waves.
If Ricky doesn't get on, or if he hits a homer, which Ricky's been known to lead off homer. Lazy fly ball to center. 2 up, 2 down. Maybe he'll drop it. Maybe he'll drop it. Maybe not. So 2 up, 2 down here in the first. Jeremy Pena steps in. Oh, I forgot to change the lineup. Oh well. He'll get more bats this way, I guess. Cutter fouled off down the left field line and out of play. 0-1 to the Astros shortstop. Swings through a curveball, and it's 0-2 now. Now I remember why I don't like playing against Cliff Lee. And 5-3 put out. And nothing going on here in the first. Bottom half we go. Young, Hazley, and Taylor due up for Tokyo. So that was a ugly first inning for the Knights offense. Hopefully Hancock can hold down the Kaiju until I can get my offense going. Slider just misses the outside corner. Ball 1. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Swings through a fastball. Evens the count at 1-1. Here comes a 1-1 delivery. Just misses low with a slider. 2-1 now. Fouls off a fastball. Counts even at 2-2. Let's see if we can get him to chase this circle change down low. And we did. He swung at it and missed it. So, leadoff strikeout. That brings up Adam Hazley. Hoosley? How do you pronounce that name? Swings through a sinker. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 offering from Hancock. No, not the superhero played by Will Smith. No. I don't think he'd going to be catching that fastball. So get back there. Nice little play by the pitcher. And they're going to throw it around the horn. That brings up Chris Taylor. Batting .300 with a pair of homers and 3 RBIs. I think one thing I'd like to see him do is to actually keep track of the stats in the mini season and use those for when they're showing the stats instead of just having their complete overall Diamond Dynasty stats. Just a thought. I think that'd be kind of cool. Kind of be more immersive. Don't know how much of a pain it would be. I don't think it would be that much of a pain, though, because they've got the offline and the online stats separated out anyway. I think it'd just be another similar coding, but just an idea. Slider. 1-2 now to Taylor. Let's bust him up and in with a fastball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down for the Kaiju. To the second we go. No score. Fielder, Tucker, and Arenado due up for the night. He pitched last game. No, I know. Relievers can pitch back-to-back games. That's not That's not a shock at all.
Top of the second, here's some real power at the plate. Prince Fielder. Leading off for Kansas City, the first baseman. Good eye right there.
All right, sorry about that. I was checking something on my computer. And 1-0 pitch to Prince. Way out in front of a slider. Even to count at 1-1. Stop jumping at pitches. And that popped him up, and that's going to be an out. Wow, could you make that any closer? Kyle Tucker, who had been on fire since getting inserted into the lineup. 15 homers. Second behind Jazz Chisholm on the team. I did not realize that, to be honest with you. The 0-1 pitch. And I don't know why I didn't realize it, because I see him doing this all the stinking time. That was a blast into the right field bleachers. 448, 111 extra velo. And that is a bomb, ladies and gentlemen. So that's number 16. Thank you very much. Woo! That was a long home run. Here in old Miami Stadium. Puts us up to a 74% win expectancy now. Arenado takes a called strike with a circle change at the knees. The 0-1 delivery from Garcia. Lazy fly ball to right. Right fielder over to his right a little bit and squeezes it for out number 2. So that's going to bring up Pedro Leon, one of the Astros players that have been plugged into the lineup, working on the Astros Nike City Connecting program. First pitch. Fly ball out to left center. Left fielder's on his horse. He's out there. It's off his glove. It's going to drop, and will it be an error? Will they call it a hit? You never know with the scoring on this game, so let's see what they say. They call it a hit. That hit off his glove, I would think that would be an error, but they're calling it a base hit. So it's a double for Leon, and Castro steps up, fouls off a 100-mile-an-hour Edwin Diaz fastball. So 0-1 to the Knights catcher. Owen Castro gets a hole in one. Is it going to stay fair? No, it just hooks foul past the foul pole, and it's 0-2 now. Castro got all of it, was just a little out in front. And then swings at a high fastball and pops it up to the third baseman. But the Knights get one on the long solo shot by Kyle Tucker. Bottom half of the second we go, 1-0 Knights. You always love seeing Kyle Tucker just bomb it. He's another left-handed swing that is just so smooth. I don't know what it is with left-handed batters in this game. It just seems like their swings are just majestic. Especially on those bombs like that. Slider outside to McBroom. 1-0 to the cleanup hitter for Tokyo. I'm not quite sure why he is the cleanup hitter for this team. Fouls off a fastball. 1-1 now. The 1-1 pitch on its way. High changeup, and that got blasted. Get back there, Ricky. What are you doing? And it bounces off the wall. Not sure what the flip happened there. It's like he would not run. Unless I was just hitting the wrong button, which is a distinct possibility. Lord knows I haven't done that before. Alright, so leadoff double. And not looking good for Hancock if he's going to be giving up shots like that. So let's get we can't get Presley up, so we'll get Darren O'Day. We'll warm him up. First pitch to Chris Davis. Slider just misses the zone. Ball 1. Yeah, no energy. Yeah. Here comes the 1-0. Swings to the sinker. Evens the count at 1-1 to Davis. Slugging outfielder for the A's. Fouls off that sinker, and it's 1-2 now. Let's see if we can't get him to chase this slider for strike 3. Swing and miss at the slider. 1 down here for Hancock. trying to strand that runner at second. Got Harmon Killebrew up. Who's on deck? Trey Mancini and Chadwick Trump following. All right, we could walk Killebrew. Try and set up the double play for Mancini because he's not very fast. But Killebrew's not that great against right-handers either, so we'll just go ahead and pitch to him. Will it be a mistake? Time will tell. So swinging strike one. Here comes the 0-1 delivery to Killebrew. Just misses with another fastball. Evens the count at 1-1. Fouls off the changeup, and it's a 1-2 now. Let's see if we can get Killer to chase that slider. Nope, not that time. Counts even at 2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 away. Hancock with a big strike out there at Killebrew, and that brings up Trey Mancini. Got a chance to tie the game if he can get a base hit. Emerson Hancock trying to strand that runner at second after the leadoff double. Slapped foul hard past third. So 0-1 to Trey Mancini. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Fly ball out to right. Tucker's gliding over and squeezes it for the third out. So the leadoff double does not hurt the Knights. It's going to be the pitcher spot, Henderson and Chisholm for the Knights in the third. 1-0 Kansas City. Ben Ruda comes in to play first base for Kaiju now. Scott Barlow will be the pitcher. And we are going to bring in Grady Sizemore. Let's see here. We need to go to the bullpen. We'll sit down O'Day. Raleigh fingers up. And the first pitch to Sizemore is on its way from Barlow. Slapped into right field. Nice diving grab by the right fielder to rob us of another base hit. Let's see that on the replay. Full extension. Nicely done. I'm getting tired of seeing those against me. It's just driving me crazy. Stop it. So Ricky Anderson steps in. Nobody on, 1 out here in the third. First pitch from Barlow. I believe that's how he started the game, with a little looper to second. So 2 up, 2 down here in the third. Jazz Chisholm steps in. Nobody on, 2 out for the second baseman for the Knights. First pitch from Barlow. It's slapped out into right center. Is the right fielder going to get there? No, it's over his head and up against the wall. That's going to be extra bases. Chisholm's not stopping a second. He's going for third. He slides in head first with a 2-out triple. And he was not slowing down at all. And that brings up Jeremy Pena with a chance to get an insurance run for the Knights here if he can get a base hit. And way out in front of a slur. That was not good. The 0-1 pitch from Barlow on its way. Oh, slider catches the inside zone at the knees. It's 0-2 now. Barlow gets the sign and the pitch. Just misses with a slider low in the dirt. 1-2 for Pena. If he gets a hit, that'll give Kansas City a 2-run lead going into the bottom of the third. Slider misses again. Counts even at 2-2. Barlow peppering the bottom of the zone with that slider. 2-2 pitch. Back up the middle. Can it squeeze through? No, the shortstop's there. The throw beats him by half a step, and that retires the side. So that was a bang play at first, but they get him by less than a step. And it's going to be Raleigh Fingers coming in to see if he can close this one out. 1-0 lead for the Knights. Not a whole lot of offense going on. So my name's Rob. Thanks for coming and checking out the stream. This is my 50-plus KC gaming stream on YouTube. If you like, give this thing a like. Follow me on YouTube. If not, that's cool too. We're just kicking back, playing some baseball and having some fun and just enjoying hump day of the week, if we can do that. And right now we're up 1-0 in in a mini-seasons game, and we're trying to close it out with Raleigh Fingers. Chadwick Tromp steps in, batting 400, and the first pitch to Chadwick is on its way.
And a pitch.
Check swing, called strike one with the sinker. And the 0-1 delivery from Fingers. Slider at the knees, called strike two. So it's 0-2 now to the 8th hole hitter for the Tokyo Kaiju. The leadoff man here in the inning. Swings through a fastball, strike three, and there's one away here in the third. I'm going to bring up Connor Wong, who pinch hit last game and was retired easily. And he's up again this game for the pitcher. And the first pitch from Fingers is on its way. Slider, slap foul down the first baseline. Here comes the 0-1 delivery to the pinch hitter. Swing and a miss at a fastball up and in, strike two. So let's see if we can't get him to chase this slider away. Why not? Everybody else does. And he does, but it was caught too much of the zone, and we're lucky he didn't hit it. So it's 2 strikeouts for Fingers. And Michael Young will be the last hope for Tokyo here in the third. So 6 pitches, 6 strikes for Raleigh. Here comes the first pitch to Michael Young. Swings through a sinker, strike one. So, and as a tip of the cap to last year's commentator team, he's got a chance at an immaculate inning. Swings through a sinker. 8 pitches, 8 strikes. He could do it right here. And the 0-2 delivery to Young. Swing and a miss. 9 pitches, 9 strikes. And he retires the side with 3 strikeouts. So that was a good little piece of hitting there by Raleigh. Piece of pitching, my goodness. Why are you at work watching me, Jay? Don't you have stuff to do? Are you that bored, Jay? Come on now. You got in there early. Why are you in there early? Stop that. All right, so there's another win for the mini seasons. Not exactly the best for run production, but we did get the win. Hancock, 2 innings, 4 strikeouts. So 1154 on the XP, which does me absolutely no good because XP is not racking up right now because face of the franchise is finished for the moment. 13 stubs. So we're 23-3 with the last 2 games against the Whales right here. So, all right, I'm gonna jump out for a second. Let's see here. Already did that. Let's see here. Marketplace. Any active orders? Still got those 2 up, so go ahead and we'll put those up yesterday. So go ahead and close those off. All right. Not much going on with my bankroll. Need to figure out which players to continue to sell because I got a couple of duplicates that I need to get out of here. So, well, let's see, what is it? A little past 9. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and do one more mini-season game. See what happens here. Well, let me see before I do that, let me go into programs, other programs. See how that's looking on the 378 out of 500. All right, so we're about almost to getting Brantley, and then we can start plugging him in the lineup and start working on his portion of it. So, all right, gonna take on the Whales. Definitely keep it on rookie. And are we going to be the home team or are we going to be the away team? Let's bring up Kyle Hendricks. All right. We'll move you there. And otherwise, we'll leave it just like that. Actually, we'll move Arenado. Actually, we'll move Tucker up there, considering he seems to hit better than Fielder does. All right, so there's the lineup. Henderson, Pena, Chisholm, Tucker, Arenado, Fielder, Leon, Castro, and the pitcher Hendricks. So we'll see what happens here. See if I can win another game in many seasons. And this is one of the stacked teams, which is why they call it the Whales. I do love this little intro into the game, though. And we are the away team, playing at Main Street Field, so the Liechtenstein Whales. Let's see. Let's take a look at their lineup real quick. They got Shohei Ohtani on the mound. And there's their lineup. It's a stacked lineup. Trout in center, Soto in right, Frank Thomas at first, Chase Utley at second, Manny Machado at third, Roberto Clemente in left, Michael Young at short, Gary Carter catching, and Shohei Ohtani on the mound. Yeah, that's not a stacked lineup at all. That's why they call them the Whales. All right. So Ricky's going to step in against Shohei. We'll see what happens. Slider over the inside corner at the knees, called strike one. Trying to work the count a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Curveball misses, evens the count at 1-1. The more patient I am, the better I seem to hit. And of course, I foul one off, which is a very late swing. Contradiction. My name is Rob. The 1-2 delivery. Another one fouled off. Oh, come on, get out of play. Get out of play. Get out of play. Oh, that's a bummer. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Which brings up Jeremy Pena. Boy, I cannot talk. Pena pops it up into medium deep left center. Center fielder Trout is over and squeezes it for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in the first, and that brings up Chaz Chisholm. All right, give me something to drive, Shohei. Give me something to drive. That wasn't it. Way out in front of the slider. Got to be patient. Got to let it get in a little deeper. Just early, and that would have had the distance if I could have kept it straight. But 0-2 now to Chisholm. And the 0-2 delivery from Ohtani. This is way up high with a fastball. Hey, I took a ball. The 1-2 delivery to Jazz. That was a horrible swing, but at least I got a piece of it to foul it off. 10th pitch of the inning from Shohei. Fouls off the fastball. Count remains 1-2. Making him work a little bit here with Chisholm. Fastball just misses outside. Ball 2. So it's 2-2 to the 3-hole hitter for the Knights. Ohtani gets the sign and delivers. Out in front of the slider. Count remains 2-2. What is this? 7 pitches so far. 8th pitch on its way. Making him work. Slider misses up and in. Kyle Tucker lurking on deck with his 16 homers, waiting to step in. The payoff pitch. Fastball misses, ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Chisholm. That's going to bring up Kyle Tucker. And we're going to see if we can't steal second. Called strike 1. And Chisholm's in with a steal. His 13th of the Diamond Dynasty season. The 0-1 delivery to Tucker. Fouls off a splitter. And the count's 0-2 now. Pitch number 17 on the way from Ohtani. Fouls off the fastball. Count stays 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball to knees. Got me. Locked me up. So the 2-out walk does not come back to haunt Liechtenstein. It's going to be Mike Trout leading off. First pitch from Kyle Hendricks. Swings at a fastball. Called strike one. No, not a called strike one. A swinging strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Mikey from Kyle Hendricks. Swings through a curveball. It counts 0-2 now to the leadoff man. The 0-2 offering to Trout. Fouls off the sinker. Count remains 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fouls off the sinker again. Making Hendricks work here as a leadoff man, which is what he's supposed to do. Here comes the 0-2 offering. Swings through the circle change, and there's one away. Which of my unis? The road unis? Yeah, I kind of like these road unis. I'm not real big on my, I think I'm going to change my home unis. I think they look a little much. I don't mind the pinstripes on the home unis, but I think I think I need to change them to a different, maybe change them to white on the home unis. Change up down. 2-0 now to the 2-hole hitter, Juan Soto. All right. Challenge him with a fastball here. What's the worst that could happen? Don't answer that. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Hendricks. Swings through a curveball, and it counts even at 2-2. So let's see. I'm going to throw another curveball. Probably a mistake because those curveballs like the tendency to just back up into the zone. And that one did, but at least he fouled it off. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Fouls off the sinker. So it was 11 pitches already, and we're not through 2 batters. So I'm going to go ahead and get the bullpen up. Get Darren O'Day warming. And here comes a 2-2 delivery from Hendricks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 up, 2 down here in the first. That brings up the White Sox legend, Frank Thomas. And let's see if we'll start him off with a curveball, see if he chases. Swings at that curveball, 0-1. That's a good start to the at-bat. Now we'll tempt him with a changeup. Changeup just misses the bottom of the zone, evens the count at 1-1. That's a bummer. Oh, this is not well. That's not a good location to put it. Got away with it, but it was a ball. So it's 2-1 now. Here comes a 2-1 delivery to Thomas. Sinker at the knees over the outside corner, evens the count at 2-2. So we're 1 strike away from ending the inning. So let's bust him up and in with a fastball. Everything's been down and away. So, ooh. Thought that was going to be strike 3. Here comes a payoff pitch. Fouls off the sinker. Again with the payoff pitch to Thomas.
Try it.
Come on. All right, we're going to bust you up in the game again. You're going to swing and miss at this one, Frankie. Fouls it off. 20 pitches for Hendricks. That's not a good first inning. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. Pop up on the infield. Chisholm's just out in the grass and squeezes it for the third out. So it took him about 21 pitches, but he did get out of the inning. Arenado, Fielder, and Leon due up for the Knights. No score going to the second. Oh, there's somebody I haven't faced yet at Houston Street. That's a nice looking card. That Rookie of the Year card there. 6 foot, 190 pounds, 13 years experience. So let's see what pitches he's got. Sinker, slider, change, and cutter. All right. First pitch to Arenado. It's a good feedback, and it's an out. Good feedback, out. I'm sensing a theme here. Like I said, it might be confirmation bias, but first pitch to Fielder. Check swing, called ball one. 1-0 to the sixth hole hitter. Oh, and Fielder gets all of that one. A no-doubter to right center, and it's a 1-0 ball game for the Knights. As Cecil's boy goes yard, 449 feet away. He got all that frame into that ball. It's like, yep, there it goes. Boom! You see the StatCast stats there. At least you would if my head wasn't in the way, but 106 exit velo, 27-degree launch, and a 1-0 lead for the Knights. As Pedro Leon steps in with one out, nobody on. And pulled foul past third base. So evens the count at 1-1. Slapped over the shortstop into left center field for a base hit. A one-out single for Leon. And the Knights have knocked that pitcher out of the game, and in comes Josh Hader. He's a guy I absolutely do not like facing, especially with left-handed hitters. So, but Castro's going to have to do what Castro's going to have to do. Slider misses high and away. And we're going to see if we can't get him into scoring position. Slider misses low and away, and it's a steal. So he's in scoring position. A steal, the first steal for Pedro Leon. 2-0 pitch to Castro. Fastball misses low. 3-0 to the 8th place hitter. Pitcher's spot up next. That would have been ball 4. And I was so far out in front of that, that was just rather silly. Rather silly. All right, back to live action. It's all right. Nobody hurt. Still just 3-1. The 3-1 delivery from Hader. Misses up and in for a walk. Ball 4. So that brings up the pitcher spot. And it is going to be Mike Trout getting the call from the pinch. From the pinch? From the bench. Easy for me to say. All right. Mr. Troutmeister. Been on first and second. One out here in the second. 1 run already in on the solo shot by Fielder. Takes a called strike 1 with a slider over the outside edge. It's 0-1 to Trout. Hader checks the runners and delivers. Hammered hard but foul past the third baseman. 0-2 now to Trout. Hader sets, and the 0-2 pitch is on its way. Low and outside with a fastball. 1-2 now to Trout. See if we can't get something to drive. Get something to drive. Slider misses up and in. Ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Can we get a hit here? That's the thing. Fouls off the circle change. Just got a piece of it. That was not the best swing, but we did get a piece of it to stay alive. And the 2-2 delivery to Trout. Misses outside with a slider. The count is full. Do I send the runners? Nah, better not. It's only one out. Hammered by Trout. Left fielder's going back, and it is gone. Over the scoreboard, a 3-run bomb for Mike Trout, and that gives the Knights a 4-0 lead here in the second. Mike Trout got all of that fastball. He didn't miss it and sent it over the Main Street Field scoreboard out there and left. It hit off the top of the scoreboard, actually. And now we're up to a 97% win expectancy. So, boom, goes the dynamite as Ricky slaps one into center. Center fielder comes gliding in to squeeze it for out number 2. So, and that's going to bring in another in the parade of pitchers as Billy Wagner gets a call from the Wales bullpen. So that was a heck of a shot there by Trout. But that seems to be like what he does. Trout is basically the best card in the game. Whether it's his face of the franchise card or his live series card, he is the best card in the game, period. And Wagner's first pitch to Pena, ball inside with a fastball, 1-0. Hard throwing lefty in. And the 1-0 pitch to Pena. Slap back up the middle for a single. So getting some more stuff done with the Astros. That's always a good thing. Let's see here. Let's go to the bullpen. He is ready and waiting. Get him scheduled to put in the game. And I could possibly use Presley again, but we'll see how it goes. So run on first, 2 outs here in the second. 4-0 lead for the Knights. The pitch. Oh, pops him up. Just jammed him just a little bit. So they stop the bleeding. But the Knights extend their lead with a 3-run blast by Trout. Yes, I still want to change pitchers. So that's going to bring in the sidewinder, Darren O'Day. He's pitched well for me in his since he's been on the squad. So 3 saves and 3 opportunities, 8 innings, 14 strikeouts. Not a bad piece of pitching, if I do say so myself.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great
All right, Chase Utley steps in to face Darren O'Day. The very first pitch on its way. Slider at the knees, called strike 1. Poet didn't know it. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Fastball just misses at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1 to the cleanup man for the Whales. The 1-1 pitch. Swings through a high fastball, strike 2. And let's try the changeup down and away. Swings through the changeup, strike 3. So 1 up, 1 down here in the second. Saw that big 4 on the scoreboard there, and it just kind of screwed me up for a second. All right, here comes the first pitch to Manny Machado. So I actually got him out of a pack the other day, but I went ahead and sold him for stubs to finish working on other parts of the collection. So I've never been a big Manny Machado fan, but you get stubs from selling some of those diamonds, so it'll help you get your other collections done. And here comes the 0-2 delivery to Manny. Fouls off the slider. Probably threw the slider one too many times. Here comes the 0-2. Swings through the fastball, strike 3, and there's 2 up, 2 down. As Roberto Clemente, the Pirates legend, steps in. First pitch to Roberto. Fastball misses high, ball 1. They're always giving these suggestions on what pitches to throw, and sometimes I take them, but most of the times I don't. Most of the times I pretty much throw what I think was going to be best. Figure if I'm going to be pitching, I might as well do it. And sometimes what they suggest is actually what I'm thinking of doing, but not very often. Not very often at all. Back up the middle. Day knocks it down. Can he get him at first? No. So back up the middle off of Darren O'Day. So there's a man on first with 2 outs for Michael Young. So called strike 1 with fastball. Fastball misses high, ball 1. Even to count at 1-1. Let's see. Chase this sinker, don't you? Well, that was not where I wanted to put it. Definitely not where I wanted to put it. That was not good at all. But 1-2. Ooh, that changeup just missed over the outside corner. The 2-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Chisholm comes in, settles under it, and squeezes it for the 3rd out. So the 2-out single doesn't hurt tonight. To the 3rd we go. Tucker, Arenado, and Fielder due up. Which brings in the face of the franchise, Aroldis Chapman. He's got a pretty high ERA with that card. I'm kind of surprised at that, but Kyle Tucker steps in. Lefty-lefty matchup, so we'll see what happens. Swings through the fastball, strike 1. Made up my mind to swing a little too late. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard out to center field. Center fielder's going back. He's at the wall. It's gone. A perfect home run for Kyle Tucker. And just like that, it's 5-0 Kansas City. Like I said, Kyle Tucker just loves hitting home runs. And it was off the batter's eye, deep in center field. So a leadoff homer here in the 3rd gives the Knights a 5-0 lead as Nolan Arenado steps in and takes ball 1 with a fastball outside. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Chapman. A little late on that, even though it says good. It felt like a little late. Good, out. Like I said, confirmation bias or not, it seems to be a thing. If I hit it good, it's going to be an out. More times than not. Prince Fielder steps in. He started all the scoring with a solo shot. Back in the 2nd. Or maybe it was the 1st. I don't know. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, whatever it was. I think it was the 2nd, so. Hard up the middle. Second baseman can't quite get to it. It's in for a single. Got a single on an 0-2 count. So, Fielder's 2 for 2 on the day as Pedro Leon steps in. Slapped hard to right field for a base hit. Not exactly the best swing, but it does the job and gets on base. And that drives Chapman out of the ball game and brings in another face of the franchise card, and Emmanuel Clase. Hard throwing right-hander with the slider from Heck, if I remember correctly. So, cutter, slider, four-seamer. First pitch to Castro. Misses inside with a fastball, hitting triple digits. The 1-0 delivery to Castro on its way. Hammered into right field. Can the right fielder get it? Yes. And Fielder's going to tag up. Is he going to make it to 3rd? Yes, he does with a head-first fly. So it's 1st and 3rd now with 2 out. And Grady Sizemore's going to pinch hit. Let's make sure we got somebody. No, we don't have anybody up in the bullpen, so we're going to get Presley up since he's an Astro. And that's what we're working on. All right, 1st and 3rd for Sizemore. 2 outs here in the 3rd. 1-0-1 with that fastball. That dude can bring it with some heat. Oh, he popped it up. That's a bummer. But we get another run on the solo shot by Tucker. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. It's all Knights, 5-0. So we will see what happens here, as Ryan Presley is not fully warmed. So I'm going to go ahead and get Rob Dibble up in the bullpen, just in case. So we'll see what happens with Presley here. Slider misses low and away, ball one. The 1-0 pitch, taken for a called strike over the inside corner to Gary Carter. Evens the count at 1-1. 1-1 delivery, swings through a slider, strike two. That's 1-2 to the legendary catcher. Fouls off a fastball. Count remains 1-2. So we're trying to strike him out here. We'll try the slider away. Swings through the slider away, strike three, and there's one away here in the third. Which brings up Albert Pujols, a young Albert Pujols. Number 5 in your program, but number 1 in your heart, St. Louis. I think for Albert to come back to St. Louis this year to be his final year, I think that was it's kind of appropriate, really. The Cardinals made the right move in not signing him for the money that he wanted when he went out to Los Angeles. But I think it's kind of appropriate that he's going to finish up his career back where he started. And that roar he got when he hit that home run against the Royals the other day, his first home run back with the Cardinals, was it was impressive. It really was. And he's hit another one since then, so I don't know if he's hit any more since, but I know he's had at least 2, so he's up to, 681, I think. Foul. So it's 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch from Presley on its way. Swing and a miss, strike three, and there's 2 away. Juan Soto, the final hope for the Liechtenstein Whales here as they trail 5-0 in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, Pujols on first. And the first pitch to Soto. Fastball misses up and in, ball one. The 1-0. Fly ball to center. Leon's gliding over. He's there and squeezes it for the final out. So Presley comes in and shuts the door in the third. Single by Pujols, the only damage he delivered. But the Knights have already clinched a playoff spot. You can see they scored 4 in that second inning. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Knights. 0 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Whales. As the Kansas City Knights are just cruising on into the playoffs, having only lost 3 games this entire season. And there's some of the highlights. Trout homered, Fielder homered, Tucker homered. Pedro Leon had 2 hits, so it was a good batting day for the team. 5 runs on 7 hits in 3 innings. That's not a bad output at all. So, and there we have it. Houston Street, 0-1. Kyle Hendricks gets his 3rd win since getting on the team. And Kyle Hendricks is already up to a parallel too, so that tells you how well he's been pitching since he's been acquired. And we get Michael Brantley, so we're going to put him on the squad. Let's see, he's a left fielder. So I'm not going to put him in for... I'll put him in for Pedro Leon, but then I'm going to have to go in and put Ricky in center and put Brantley in left, because I'm not going to go with that move over here. I do not mind having Ricky in center. That does not bother me one bit. I almost like it better, to be honest. So, all right, so let's go in, check out the programs, see how that's progressing. So we got the 250 done with the Astros. We got the 500 done. We're up to 583, so we'll keep those other Astros in there with Brantley, and he can work on the 500 with him. So we're up to 30 on the Houston program, so we will see how that goes. So, well, I think that's going to be it for today. So thanks, everybody, for coming in and checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. Jay, I'll see you in a few hours. So For everybody else, hope you had a good time. My name's Rob. This is a 50 plus KC gaming stream. And don't forget, this Friday there will be no stream. There was a death in my family, so we will be at a funeral. And I will talk to you again, God willing, on Monday morning. I'll talk to y'all later. See ya. Peace.